Chablis, the Venice island north of the Côte d'Or, is home to the most unique expressions of Chardonnay in the world. Situated in the Paris Basin, with vineyards on either side of the Serein River, traditional Chablis is renowned for its precision and minerality. Village-level vineyards spread out in all directions from the town of Chablis, while those of Petit Chablis tend to occupy the cool flatlands to the north. While these areas account for much of the 3 million plus cases of Chablis produced each year, it is the Chablis Grand Cru that has brought fame to this northern outpost. At 106 hectares, the Grand Cru is divided into 7 distinct climats that form a single band of hillside on the right bank of the river looking down onto the town. The region's distinct Kimmeridgian soils, a chalky limestone of fossilized oysters, comprises the entirety of the Grand Cru slope. We begin in the northwest with the climat of Bourgogne. Slightly downslope, this is the second largest of the climats, produces a richer style of Chablis than is common, especially at lower reaches of the vineyard area, abutting the D91. Upslope into the east, Les Prus possesses the deepest soils of the Grand Cru slope. Its gentle gradient belies a fractured substrata of rock, contributing to excellent drainage, a factor many believe to contribute to this climat's potential for aging. Further east still is the highly regarded Vaudésire. A natural amphitheater, Vaudésire has both north and south-facing aspects, offering even further diversity within its 16 hectares. With a greater preponderance of clay in its topsoil, these wines offer perhaps Chablis' greatest balancing act of power and precision. Shared between Vaudésire and Les Prus is Chablis' unofficial 8th climat, the monopole vineyard of La Moutonne. This small parcel sits at a steep gradient of near 40% at a near-perfect southeast aspect. Downslope is Grenouille, the smallest of the Grand Cru climat. The lower portion of the vineyard is quite steep, while the upper half levels out onto something of a plateau. As such, wines sourced from the top of the slope often possess a greater degree of body and rich fruit, in contrast to the tightly wound wines from downslope. Staring as a slim wedge between Grenouille and Leclos, Valmure broadens as it extends up the slope. A steep valley, exposures shift from south to west, soaking up the sun in the hottest parts of the day. This is the hottest mesoclimate in the Grand Cru slope, and the wines it produces are dense and weighty. Immediately east is Leclos, both the largest and most revered of the Grand Cru climat. First planted in the 13th century, this relatively steep terroir enjoys a near-perfect western aspect and a preponderance of tightly compact white clay. The wines of Leclos often need a decade or more to show their greatness and will age well for long after that. Bookending the eastern edge of the Grand Cru slope, Blanchot is on a steep southeast-facing slope and is the first climat to lose the afternoon sun. As such, the wines of this climat tend to be lighter in style and less often oaked than its western neighbors. Beyond the Grand Cru slope, Chablis possesses a great number of highly regarded Premier Cru vineyards on both the right and left bank of the river. Those on the right bank are extensions of the Grand Cru slope and enjoy a similar southwest exposure. Chief among them are Fauchaume, Montée de Tonnerre, and Mont du Milieu. On the left bank, the highly regarded Montmain, Vaillon, and Côte du Léchet sit on side valleys, generally enjoying southeast exposures. The resulting wines tend to be less powerful than those on the right bank. As prices continue to soar for the great white wines of the Côte d'Or, Chablis continues to offer age-worthy bottlings at prices most can afford.